Let's get started. So in this video, we will talk about user management in Office 365. We have already logged into our admin portal, and for basic task, we can perform it from here under user management, which is under dashboard view. However, we have users from the left side. Once we click on it, we can visit active users. We have other options like contacts, guest users, deleted users. So under active users, we have add a user, user template, add multiple users, multi-factor authentication, and delete a user. So if you want to add a single user, we can perform it by clicking on this add a user. Let me fill the information. I have filled the details for user 1 and selected the domain, which is techsutra.org. However, if you want to change the domain name, we can change it from here. So I'll leave the default one. I wanted to create the password, so I have created it, and I do not want a user to change their password when they logged in very first time. So once the detail is filled, we can click on next, select the location, assign the license. If you want to create a user without a license, we can also perform that task using this. So create user without product license. In a few case scenario, we have to create a user without a license and we assign license sometime later. So in that case, we can perform the task from here. So as if now I'm assigning the license, then next. If you want to assign the admin role, we can perform it here. I'll leave it user account, no admin access, and next. We can confirm all the details here, then finish adding. It will take a moment and it will add the user. So the user is added. We can close this. Once we refresh the page, we'll have a new user. I think it's taking a moment. Let me refresh it. Yeah. So we have user 1 that we have created. Next we have user templates. So we can also create user template if we have certain task which we want to repeat, like if we have a specific license and we want to assign those license to a specific group of people. So suppose if we have a multiple license for the organization, and for a group of people we want to assign a specific license, and for other group of people we want to assign a different license. It can be similar for admin roles. So we create user template and we create user according to those templates. So when we create users, so we use the user template while creating the user. Next we have add multiple users, which we can perform it from here by clicking here. We can fill this information and click on next. We can also perform this task by using CSV template by scrolling this down and clicking here. Scroll this down and download a blank CSV file with required headers. So we simply download this. Let me open and fill this form. Then next. As if now I'm not assigning license. Don't assign license. Let's click on next. Add users. So if you see, we have added 3 users by using add multiple user. Let's refresh this. Might take a moment. So we already have the user list, which we have performed using add multiple users. Then we have multi-factor authentication. So we can enable multi-factor authentication for these users by clicking on this. It redirected us to a place where we can enable MFA for the users. We can enable it for single user by selecting one and enable MFA, or we can perform it for multiple user in one go. Enable MFA. Let's go back to the previous portal. We have already created a user, and next we have delete a user. So by any chance, if a user has left the organization and we do not want that user, so in that case we can delete the user. Suppose I do not need this user, so I'll be deleting this user. Delete user. Close. So the user has been deleted. So now we do not have user 4. We can check that under deleted user. If we go here, we have deleted user. So deleted user stays there for 30 days, and after 30 days it is permanently deleted. As if now, let's go back to active user section. So by selecting user, we can reset the password and we can manage product license from here. Then we have next contacts. We can add contacts here, whether we can add single contact or we can add multiple contacts. We can also export contacts. If we have list of contacts here, we can export that. Then next we have guest users. Guest users are users outside of the organization. If we are collaborating with someone else, and if we have other person who is in different organization, and if we want to give certain access within our organization, it can be Teams chat, it can be SharePoint file which we want to share and collaborate with other user. Similarly, we have contacts which is specifically related to email. If we add any contact here, this will replicate in user's Outlook, and from there they can send email directly selecting that contact. Contacts are also outside of the organization. It can be any personal email or any work email which is not part of the current organization. We have performed user management tasks within Office 365 admin portal. However, we have other options as well. The same task can be performed in different ways. We can perform this task within Entra admin portal as well as Intune admin portal. So under Entra admin portal, we can go here under users, all users, and from here we can add new user. So we can create new user and invite external user, which will be guest user. We can download user, we can perform bulk operation, bulk create, bulk invite, and bulk delete. Select per user MFA. Then let's go to Intune admin portal. Under Intune admin portal, here under users, we can create new user, and similar task that we have in Entra ID, we can also perform it from here. Apart from that, we also have the same task that we can perform within PowerShell. So that is for different video. That's it for this video. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Keep learning, keep sharing.